Here's a quick demo of the dragon flag. Now, this is something that you might want to add in as a standalone exercise because, you know, it's an entry-level bodyweight skill that's fun to work on. Or if you're playing around with levers, it could be a nice kind of accessory exercise, not because it's going to help get you the front lever per se, but you're loading similar structures and it kind of gives you the similar feel, right? So it's within that realm of lever. So fun to play with for that reason as well. All you need is a strong, sturdy support that you can lean your whole body off. So just make sure you got something really, really sturdy, yeah? Poles on rigs work really well because they tend to be bolted to the ground. But from here, you're going to be pretty close to the pole. You don't want to be too far away with the arms stretched out. You're going to have a hard time leveraging your body just because we're weaker at end ranges. So you want to have a sort of arm bend here. Just make sure you know that pole isn't going anywhere. Interlace the fingers. In this case, I will. Or if you can't, just strong grip. Whatever you can do to get a really strong grip on this. Then you're going to flatten your back, bring the knees in, pull with your upper body into the pole and curl your way up towards the pole. So much so that you end up getting your chin right onto your chest and you get your hips as close to the pole as you can. Extend. Slowly. Holding for the first, the knees and coming in. So that's the main thing, right? That's what we're working towards. Now, a couple of things, of course, I'll show you the easier version of that where your knees are bent, and there's a bunch of different progressions we can play with within this. But the most important thing, whether it's bent knees or straight legs, is that you push your hips towards the pole. That's going to create hip extension, which is something that we're after as well in the front lever for that matter. But that hip extension is going to make the lever a little bit longer. If you keep your hips bent, you'll just make it easier. And you will also see when you watch the video back that you kind of look bent like this and not straight. So even with the knees bent, keeping the knees bent the whole time, I'm still going to push my hip towards the pole. Look at this. So setting up in the same way, this would be the regression, right? So flattening the lower back onto the floor, knees above the hips, pull it in, so much so that you go all the way up onto the top of your shoulders, and even if I keep my knees back, push my hips forward towards the pole. Then the hips forward towards the pole before coming down. Now, if you can't hold, you can work on eccentrics, just coming down all the way and just slowly coming all the way down each time. Doing that for, reps of 1 to 6. So, say you're really good at the bent leg dragon flag and you want to work to that full one, but you simply can't hold it. You simply resist gravity as best you can to come down. Might look something like this. Set up in the same way, pull yourself in, flatten the back, come on up, hips towards the pole. Eccentric, where you're dropping in a sense, but you're doing everything in your power to resist that drop. And I would argue that if you're dropping any faster than that, there would be value in bending the knees, shortening the lever to make that descent controlled, yeah? So something that might in that case be more applicable is an eccentric, such as this. Something like that, where it's a lot more manageable, more control. Now, in the same breath, what you can also do is then concentric as well, right? So we can slowly lower down, but then we can also pull our way back up. Now, I will actually say that that is harder than doing the actual dragon flag itself. So get good at the eccentrics and the isometrics first before pulling back up, because that's a whole nother beast in itself. But anyway, that's a quick demo of the dragon flag. Any questions, hit me up.